Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Creative Differences Podcast. This is our fourth day of our 2025 year-end recap series, year-end review. Shout out to music. My name is Dallas, and my YouTube music recap was surprisingly Irish this year, which is only a surprise if you don't know how much I like Sinners.
Hi, my name is Gabby, and it's a miracle that I even had one review this year.
I'm Cassie, and Dallas, I mean, you can say that's not surprising, but I just feel like why the Irish songs got to get the love and not the black people songs, Dallas?
Okay, first off,
What you doing, Dallas?
girl, my number one song was I Lied to You.
Okay,
So
all right,
let's
okay.
get that out there. Don't play me.
Okay. I'm just saying, you highlighted the Irish.
Because it's a
Yeah, 'cause
surprise.
he had
I'm not
Hozier
surprised
on
if
there.
I have black people
Like-
music on my recap.
Like, if somebody told me Dallas was gonna have Hozier on his list,
Yeah.
I would not have taken that bet.
Shout out to the Irish.
All right.
And I'm Demi. And guys, my voice is back, but also this
Hey.
is the one podcast where you absolutely know what my number one is. So have fun guessing 2 through 10. Welcome to another episode of the Creative Differences Podcast, your one-stop shop for movie reviews, Fancast Fridays, Throwback Thursdays, and a number of other pop culture related items. Today, as you guys can guess, we're talking about our favorite music artists of 2025. This is like the one time of year where we focus on music. So let's have fun, shall we?
Yes, let's have fun.
See?
Like Demi said, this is the one time that we talk about music. So if you want us to do it more, show us with engagement. Like and share and subscribe and comment and blah, 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 blah. Also, in case you haven't been paying attention to the other episodes or you haven't seen them, I don't know how you do things that you do. This is a recap. This is a list. So I'm going to show you how this works. If two people have the same person on their list, when one person says it,
It will happen.
it will happen. It be happening. If someone has a person on the list and someone else has that person ranked better, they will say skip. For example, if Demi's number 10 is Zanya Monet, the AI created singer who popped up out of the
Ew.
grossness this year, then
I love your examples.
thank you. And Gabby has that at number 1, then Gabby will say
Ew.
skip because my favorite singer of the year was the AI generated woman. And then we will wait until we get to number 1 so Gabby can talk about the AI generated singer being her favorite.
I do want to make things clear, though. This is an anti-AI podcast.
True, which is why I was
Yeah,
able to use
fuck
that example
AI.
because no one's going to have it on
So,
the list.
Gabby, if that's your number one, we're going to have a conversation.
I can't wait.
The way it would never be.
I mean, Cassie had like, what, 5 Mark Wahlbergs in the previous episode?
That's
Her
true.
favorite
Five
actor.
Mark
Yes.
Wahlberg.
Unfortunately, the audience only got to experience 3 or 4 of those.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
That's more than you need.
All right, guys, let's get started. Do you guys have any honorable mentions? Dallas?
I do. I only have 2. This wasn't a huge music year for me. So I have Clips and Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas was my number 8 last year, and he is an honorable mention this year. Those are my honorable mentions this year.
Cool. Gabby, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do. I have 3. My first is Beyonce because I went to see Cowboy Carter and that was amazing.
That is actually incredible.
Yeah, that's my 3rd time seeing Beyonce in concert.
Gabby, I'm trying to go once.
Yeah, it's crazy that I've been 3 times. I went to the Lemonade tour, I went to the On the Run tour, and now I've been to Cowboy Carter. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Renaissance, so my streak was broken. And then Olivia Dean and Somber.
I have to ask out of politeness. Cassie, do you have any honorable mentions?
I don't do that.
Those poor
I have a-
5 artists
I
that
have a
Cassie
follow-up.
refuses.
Question
To
for
acknowledge.
Cassie.
What up, dog?
When you were making your list,
Yee.
how long did it get?
Oh yeah, that's always fun. Well, if
Oh, God.
I add the one that I was thinking about but then didn't actually, it would get up to 14. This was a lower year for me.
Cool.
I'm disappointed.
That's
14.
shocking.
I know.
14 and no honorable mentions.
Nope.
None at all.
You know I don't do that.
And then
She
she
said, "You
like
four can
partially
suck it."
snips it.
I do think it's crazy that had Cassie had an honorable mentions list, I would still have the longest honorable mentions list. My honorable
Yeah.
mentions list is John Murphy and David Fleming for their score for Superman, the artists of Sinners, the artists of K-pop Demon Hunters, MGK for his album Lost Americana, and Sabrina Carpenter for her album Man's Best Friend.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So that takes us to our number 10s. Dallas, who is your number 10?
Number 10. Number 10. All right. So it's that time of year where I tell y'all what odd thing Lupe Fiasco did with music this year.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Yes. So number 10 is Lupe Fiasco. He was my number 5 last year for his album called Fishing MIT. Last year, previously on this, Lupe Fiasco made a concept album about what if Amy Winehouse was a battle rapper. So that was
Yes.
our
Okay.
entry of weird things Lupe Fiasco does. This year, Lupe is a professor at MIT. He teaches rap theory and practice because, of course, he does. Because who better? Fishing MIT is like an arts music collaboration that you can only listen to on the MIT Visual Arts Center website.
Wild.
Yes.
Yes.
I love him so much.
Go
And
Speaking
girl,
of
I will-
make it
Gambino, Dallas, what's
inaccessible.
up with you and your weird rappers?
I love weird rappers.
Also, Dallas has loved Lupe Fiasco since we were in high school.
Very much.
Since like
Very much.
I think like Food and Liquor.
I've
Like
always been about
Dallas
this life.
introduced me to Lupe Fiasco when we were children.
But yeah, Lupe is a professor there, and this is a really cool concept. The reason that it's ranked so low is because I just found it. I heard about it, but then it took forever for me to actually go to the freaking MIT website and listen to it. So I didn't get a lot of plays out of it yet. But what he did was he went to a bunch of different art installations at the Visual Arts Center, and he recorded a song inspired by each piece.
Okay.
So,
wow.
like on the website, they have a picture of the art,
Oh, that's cool.
and then you can play the music while you're seeing the art, and then you can look at the caption, like
Ooh.
what the little placard says
Mhm.
when you're actually looking at the art, like explains it.
That honestly
And that's
feels
really
like
dope
Mm.
and
Uh,
artsy.
cooler version of those like guided tours that you can do in museums. Like I'm sure those are
It's
cool.
essentially
but
that, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a guided tour with bars, and
nice.
I love that. So yeah, my favorite songs they're all called something flavor. It's 3-piece flavor, Muse flavor, and Funhouse flavor. And also, because Lupe can't do anything the regular way, it's spelled Fishing MIT is spelled GHOTIING.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Because Lupe can't just be a normal dude. And you know
It's
what?
a joke.
I don't want him
though.
to.
Somebody made that joke about how weird English is with the word fish,
Yeah.
like spelled that way, and was like, "How would this be pronounced?" And they're
Mhm.
like, "It's
So it's like the
fish."
GH makes the F sound like, everything makes the sound that it can make because English is weird. And also, it's kind of like a callback because on one of his albums, I think Drill Music in Zion from a few years ago, he has a song called Fish that's spelled GHOTI.
Love it.
So yeah, Lupe's great and he's being weird again. I love it. That's my number 10.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Gabby, who is your number 10?
My number 10 is Hilary Duff.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I forgot. I saw that she put out a song this year.
Yeah, Hilary Duff is putting out an album in February of 2026, and she's actually, is it February? Let me double check. And she put out her first single already. So this is the first music we've had from Hilary Duff in about 10 years, I think.
Wow.
She did have an album a few years ago. Yeah, in 2015. So a little bit over 10 years since she's put out an album. And then her next album, Luck or Something, is out February 20th, 2026. The thing about this song, it's called Mature that she put out. Bro, first of all, is catchy. Second of all, is calling out gross men.
Oh, fun.
My favorites.
Let me pull up some of the lyrics that I like. Let me see. Oh, very Leo of you with your Scorpio touch. Leo, because she's talking about older dudes dating younger girls. There's a nice little dig at Leo.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Part of the chorus is, she looks like all of your girls, but blonder, a little like me, just younger. Bet she loves when she hears you say, you're so mature for your age, babe. And I'm like, bars. So I just had to put her on there. I loved her when I was a kid. I hope she does really well with this album. And I already like this song. So Hilary Duff.
All right.
Okay, Cassie, who's your number 10?
Hi. So keeping on
What
the theme.
weird band name do we have this year?
Shut the fuck up, nigga. So keeping on the theme of calling out shitty men, my number 10 is Lily Allen.
Yo,
Because she made such a banger
Bro.
album called West End Girl about how David Harbour is trash. Complete
Yeah.
trash. I mean, she will never stop going in. If
No,
you ever
it was
think she will stop
iconic.
going in, ask,
Mhm.
I don't know, Alfie. Like,
I know. Or
Poor
like, fuck you
Alfie.
very much.
God, it's
Fuck
incredible.
you.
This, like, she's just like, yo, you were having sex with all these women, and we had an agreement that you weren't going to do that, and you broke that shit.
Yeah.
And Girl went
Yeah,
off.
she thought it was a dojo, but it was a pussy palace, man.
Pussy Palace is such a good song, and it's upsetting because it gets stuck in my head, and I can't sing that shit in public.
No, but
I
I
mean, you can.
I do this when I listen to that song. I do this.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, you know, you got like Lemonade, right? Sometimes great things
Yeah.
come from great pain.
Yeah,
And
Teddy
Truly.
Perkins.
God, West End Girl is so good. And also, I believe she put out a physical version on USBs that look like butt plugs. So shout
Yes, she did.
out.
It's iconic.
Shout
Mhm.
out.
So many butt plugs.
Is this like the white people's lemonade?
I think it is. I think you could definitely say this is the
Alright.
white people's lemonade because it is so directly this man is shit. He been shit. He was shit the whole time.
And it's so disparaging. Yeah. Good for her, though.
Yeah. And she did say it was based on that relationship, just in case people weren't sure. Bars. Sometimes you date
It's
a
like
shitty
Becky
man.
with the good hair
It,
is what
except
Madeline is,
I
man.
like that she doesn't. I mean, she does talk about the woman, but it's not so much like fuck that bitch. So much as it's more, oh no, this man trash. Don't like you either,
Yeah.
but this man. So yeah, David Harbour
Yeah.
trash, and Lily Allen got some bangers about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I learned that Alfie Allen and Lily Allen are related.
You didn't know
Yeah.
that?
I don't know either of these
you found
people
out.
well enough to know that.
I just
That's
thought
fair.
it was something that was
Common
like
knowledge.
when Alfie Allen became famous, like it spread like wildfire.
Yeah, but he became famous through Game of Thrones, which is a show that Dallas didn't watch.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something, Gabby.
that's fair.
To me, Lily Allen is that woman who did a song with Common years ago, and Alfie Allen is that dude from John Wick.
Oh,
This is
That's
my
right.
level of knowledge of these people.
fair.
All right, guys. So my number 10 is on here because of Cassie, funny enough. My number 10 is the home team.
Oh, I adore you.
Before I get started, I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to go through all my music artists on this list. I am going to start out talking about my general feelings about the artist. I will then pull out lyrics that I have really liked from them this year that stuck out to me. And then I will tell you my standout songs from whatever they've released this year. Cool? Cool.
All right.
Glad we're on
Okay.
the same page. So the home team was my number 3 artist on my Apple Music replay.
Damn, bro.
Like I said, y'all might recognize this name from Cassie's music list last year.
Yeah.
Well, they released a deluxe edition to that album, so
They did.
here they are on my list.
That's
I'm
fair.
really into like this style of music, and I really enjoy the lead singer's voice. I also really like their lyrics, which is why "Walk This World with Me" was my most listened to song of 2025. I want you all to listen to that song specifically.
Sounds like someone is yearning.
Not in my own personal life, but God, I love that song. I want it to
Yeah.
apply to my life so badly. It's such a good love song. Love that song. My standout lyrics, though, from the songs that were released on the deluxe edition, because I will not be talking about the songs that were already on the album, because those technically were not released this year. Lyrics that I really enjoyed or like sang along to a lot. So from All Squeezed Out, the extended version, which I'm so glad they made an extended version. But you've had such a good time. I'd be livid if you left without a proper goodbye. Were you sent to fuck with my head if the only thing you're fucking with is me in your bed? I'd hate to be out here too,
Alright.
jumping trains and taking names and singing songs about you. Love that final line so bad. And then like the next 3 are all from Where Has My Friend Gone? So the first set is So Sick of Hurting, Level with Me, Am I a Burden? The next set is just like the chorus, which is sew it up if you need it less efficient, but blow it up if you need to start the engine. And don't be scared. Shut it down when you think you've made a statement, but plug it up when you're out of ways to make it, and don't leave me here, which I just think is interesting imagery. And then finally,
Alright.
the second verse, I believe, which is blissfully, I don't think I like the way that you talk to me, but I still agree. So save me if you will, but for the love of God, don't be acting like you still feel the symptoms. 17 months and I'm the victim. Love that lyric. So yes, that is the home team. My standouts from the deluxe album are All Squeezed Out, Extended, Hell, and Where Has My Friend Gone?
Love
All
that.
right, all right.
Love that for you. Love that for me.
All right, that takes us to number 9. Dallas, who is your number 9?
The number 9 is 3 Days Grace.
Oh shit.
My
Wild.
favorite
Bruh.
They still
angsty
out here.
band since I was a high schooler.
Bruh.
Yeah, they're back.
That's crazy.
So not only are they back, but for the real angsty kids from back in the day, the ones who were like, I miss Adam Gontier. He was my favorite 3 Days Grace vocalist. He left 11 years ago, but he's back. So now 3 Days Grace has 2 vocalists, and this is their first album as a dual vocalist band. It's called Alienation. It's great. It's 3 Days Grace. I like all their albums.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, once every few years, people are reminded that I listen to 3 Days Grace. And I'm like, huh, all right.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was I've been listening to them since I introduced you to Lupe Fiasco back in the day.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, how did I not know?
And the fun thing for me is that I first got into 3 Days Grace through wrestling video games because that was how I got pretty much all of my white music back when I was a kid.
You know
And-
what?
Guitar
that makes a
Hero.
lot of sense. I would think like that or like
Mhm.
skating games would be good for that.
Yeah, video games
Yeah.
were very good for me listening to music that I wouldn't normally turn on. And they had a
Same.
song, they had a few songs in the wrestling games. Animal I Had Become was a really big one.
That was
like,
my
oh, yeah.
favorite emo
This is
song
fire.
of my
Fire, angsty
teenage
music.
years.
Mm-hmm. Fast forwarding to this year, I was watching wrestling, as I always am, and I heard a song called Dominate, and I was like, is that 3 Days Grace? And it was. And I went, let me look up the song. Oh my God, they have an album out this year.
That must have been such a great feeling.
I love
It
when
was
that happens.
delightful. It was so great. I was like, oh, snap. Not only do they have an album, but Adam's back. And I like both of their vocalists. I like Matt Walsh as well, but Adam was the vocalist when I got into them first. Having them both do vocals is pretty cool. That's not something I'm really used to, but it works. It really works. But anyway, my favorite songs are Dominate, Mayday, and Alienation. And if you like 3 Days Grace, you'll probably like the album because it is very 3 Days Grace. They know what they're about and they stick to it.
Woo!
Gabby, who is your number 9?
My number 9 is Taylor Swift.
Oh, funny story.
Oh.
My number 9 is also Taylor Swift.
Hey!
Hell yeah, let's
I
go,
forgot
Demi.
she put out an album.
Actually, or
Wild.
we could wait. We could wait for Cassie.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that.
It's like a half skip.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassie, who is your number 9?
My number 9 is, I guess you pronounce it Nadia, but it's spelled Nxdia. So
I love that one song by them that you sent me.
probably She Likes a Boy because yearning
It is indeed.
for women. Yep, that sounds like you. This is an art, like I've been listening to
Yeah,
her for a
call her out like
while,
that.
and then I found out like a month ago that she put out an album called "I Promise No One's Watching," and it hits. I guess you would call it like rock music, but one of the things I really like about her is that she sings in both English and Arabic, and just like
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
interweaves them. Like lines will be like half in English and half in Arabic, and it's super fucking cool. Has a lot of songs about liking girls. So if you're into that, congratulations. Songs about liking girls, songs about wanting a girl to basically kill her, which lesbians, am I right?
Not just the lesbians.
Dallas, you made a concerned face, but listen, do you know how many sapphic women are like, yes, queen, murder me? It's a
Please
thing.
step on me.
That tracks. That tracks.
It's absolutely a thing.
It's a stereotype for sure, but it's a true
It
one.
is a stereotype, and it works. I don't know. It's just like really good rock music that also is in a language that I don't ever hear and is really, really pretty. So I need to listen to more rock in Arabic, which feels like a niche genre, but probably isn't. It's just real fucking good rock music, mostly about being a lesbian, which, you know, I can't relate to that, but that's okay. Yeah.
All right.
So not rock music that is sung in Arabic, but Zayn occasionally does
Okay.
speak. I believe he speaks Arabic in his music, in some of his music.
Okay. Respect.
Also, to clarify for anyone who needs this clarification, which is probably no one, she means Zane the singer, not Zane the erotic novel author from the Black community.
Thank you. Yes. He sings in Urdu in his music
okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, it was funny because like the way I found out was trying to look up the lyrics, and then Spotify was like, "No, this shit's in Arabic, dog."
Spotify was like, I don't know what that is.
Like, I don't know,
I
but
love that
can't help you.
Spotify hit you with the dog.
All right, Gabby, let's talk about Taylor Swift real quick.
A lot of people hated this new album, and I did not. I love a pop song, man.
I've seen some controversy, and literally, I was like,
I was
when
like,
this
what?
album was
Why?
about to release, all I
uh,
wanted was another Taylor Swift album with some bangers on it. Like, I just
And this
wanted
one has some
something that
bangers.
I could have fun with, that I could dance to. This one
Yeah.
provided, and as soon as I knew that Max Martin and Shellback were producing on it,
To
I was
be
like,
fair,
bet, let's go.
Demi, you are a normal fan of Taylor Swift, so
Thank
you.
your
Yeah, we are.
expectations are normal and reasonable.
I was like, I just want something to have fun with. All these
Yeah.
people. You've got like the
That's what I
super
wanted
right
too.
who are like, oh my goodness, she's turning women against men or something like that. And then you've got like
What?
the super
What?
left who are
She
like,
got a whole
she's so
song about how she loved that
heteronormative.
man's dick.
I was like, why is everyone losing their minds? How do I put this?
What's this one? Is it The Life and Death of a
the last
Showgirl?
album,
Something Showgirl?
The Life of a Showgirl.
Life of. Okay.
I did expect more like, I thought this was going to be a concept album.
Oh, I'm so happy it wasn't.
I'm not, because I had hopes for, but it wasn't enough to be like, this is terrible, because I didn't think so. I thought it was just a pop. She's just having
She's
a
done
good time.
several esoteric concept albums that I have liked, but they
Yes,
never are albums that
Folklore.
I go back to, which is why I needed this album.
I disagree with Folklore. The Dead Poets one, it had a bunch of Taylor Swift songs on it that I don't really like that style of her song. So I was like, this album is not for me. But I felt like this album was. I was like, pop songs, let's go.
Was vibing with it. Also, I went to a wedding in October and they played like most of the album during the wedding reception, which is very fitting
Nice.
because of what the album is about,
Yeah.
which is
It's
Taylor
just-
Swift's
she's-
future husband.
Yeah, she's like, I'm in love and I'm excited about it, guys.
Yeah,
and
temperature
I'm
check.
engaged.
How do y'all
Good for
feel
you.
about Travis Kelce's dick?
I do not care about his dick.
I actually really love that song. Sue me.
But I think that song is delightful.
Wasn't
It's
actually
so
the
much-
question
I had
that
it-
Cassie asked.
I
Just wanna
thought it
make
was
sure that's clear.
hilarious.
But I appreciate that
that?
that's the answer she gave, and I'll leave it at that.
I was gonna say Demi wasn't really answering the question that Cassie asked specifically. She said, "How do you feel about Travis Kelce's dick?"
I feel
Oh,
that there was
okay.
a song about it and I like the song.
Yeah, I
Good
like
answer.
the song.
Good answer.
It's a good song. It's a good time.
Gabby, do you have anything more to say before I jump into my standout lyrics and my standout songs from the album?
I'm gonna list my standout songs and then you can run away with it.
Cool, because I've got so many lyrics.
These aren't standouts. These are my favorites let me be clear. These are my favorite songs on the album. They are Fate of Ophelia, Ruin the Friendship, and Life of a Showgirl.
Sweet,
Go
sweet,
ahead,
sweet.
Demi.
So, standout lyrics. I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger. From
That was
Father
great.
Figure.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
I have been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. Eldest daughter. Relatable. I relate so hard. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. So we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. Again, eldest daughter hitting me. Beware the wrath of masked crusaders. Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? From Canceled. And then the next verse says, did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? I love Canceled. Canceled is actually like probably my favorite song on the album. And then the bridge of The Life of a Showgirl, which is, I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect. Do you want to take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried. Love that. And my standout songs from the album are The Fate of Ophelia, Canceled, and The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Also, Taylor Swift was on my honorable mentions last year for Tortured Poets Department, I believe.
All right. She's moving her way up.
If she's being like hardcore pop girl, I'm like, hey, let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's go. I wanted an album that I could dance to, but also had a few ballads on it. I love an album that's a good mixture of both things.
Yeah.
I'm that person. I don't mind if you guys like your sad girl music to stay soft and slow, that's for y'all. It's just not necessarily for me, and I can acknowledge that. But yeah, it's number 9, Taylor Swift for her album, The Life of a Showgirl. Number 8, Dallas, who you got?
Number 8. My number 8 is Reason. He was a rapper from the LA area. He's in TDE. He's great. There's a few people on my list that's just, he's really good at rapping, or he's really good at singing, or she's really good at singing. And I love that because it's going to make this short and sweet. Reason's album this year is called I Love You Again. My favorite songs are called Fleece, My Own, and Not What You Think. And Reason's just really good at rapping. And the beats go hard. The bars go hard. Sometimes you just need that. You don't need anything super like,
You don't need you have to go to MIT's website to listen to it.
yeah, I don't need to like, oh, it ties to my nostalgia from when I was a kid, or like I really like this thing that he did specifically on this. So just like I listened to this album, I like the songs, I kept listening to it, and I liked it enough that he's my number 8. I will say, he has a song called 100 Freestyle, which uses a beat from We Major by Kanye West back when he was good. And I love that because it's a great beat, but I don't want to ever hear Kanye West's voice again. So now I can hear the beat that I
Nice.
love and not have to hear Kanye talk. So shout out to Reason for using that beat.
Congratulations. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, me too. I'm so happy. It started and I was like, oh, I haven't heard this beat in years. So yeah, Reason's my number 8.
Oh yeah.
Gabby, who is your number 8?
My number 8 is Fuerza Regida, which is a Mexican banda style band. It's basically Mexican polka. These guys are edgier, but that's basically what banda music is polka done by Mexico. Like if you compared banda music to like polka music in Eastern Europe, they're almost identical to the point where like there's a lot of lists that'll be like, where is this polka song from? Anyway, these guys are a little edgier and they'll slip in some English. They put out an album this year called Ixpantia, which is a Nahuatl word that means manifest or to present. My 2 favorite songs on the album were Tu Sancho and Marlboro Rojo. I don't normally listen to banda music, but it turns out when it's a little bit grimy, the lyrics are a little mean. I'm like, yes, let's go.
All right.
So that's my number 8, Fuerza Regida.
Nice. We love some grimy music.
Cassie, who is your number 8?
Never listened to Grimes in my life.
Same.
Anyway, my number 8 is the Aces because lesbians were hitting it this year. I gotta tell you, my God, they're a girl group who might all be lesbians. I don't know, but that album is
Oh, wow.
so about lesbians. They put out an album called Gold Star Baby. Hate that title, but the album is good, so I'll allow it.
Hilarious.
I don't like that title. I don't like the Gold Star. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that.
Yep, I get it.
I will
I have a
ask you off
comment to
mic.
make, but I'm not going to do it on podcast.
I'll tell you,
Sure.
Dallas.
Okay.
I know what it is.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
They just put out like a disco album for lesbians. That is what this entire album is. It's just,
Ooh.
yo, I'm about to go to the club and grind up on this girl, and also my ex ain't shit, and fuck that girl. I got hoes, kind of.
In
You know,
different area codes.
I'm not usually a disco girly, but I don't know. Make it modern and make it lesbian, and somehow I'm into it. I don't know what to tell you. It's
Hell
a
yeah.
great album to dance to. What up, Dallas?
I want to figure that this is a joke. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, Cassie, but maybe you should just be a lesbian.
Listen, I'm that.
You have a lot of lesbian adjacent.
I know.
Didn't Demi call you like a U-Haul lesbian a while back?
She did.
Still
and
calling her that.
I
She you hauling.
I'm not you hauling. I'm not.
I know that like you're decidedly not a lesbian given, the
Yeah.
dude, but just you got a lot of lesbian tendencies.
I know. Allegations. But yeah, if you like disco and you like lesbians or just women, give Gold Star Baby a shot because it's fucking good.
Awesome. That takes us to my number 8, which is Dove Cameron.
Ooh.
Dove Cameron released 4 singles this year: French Girls, Hello My Old Lover, Romeo, and Whatever You Like. I'm a huge Dove Cameron fan, have been since Descendants came out all those years ago. And I'm a huge fan of her solo work. She's one of those artists who, like, I appreciate that she knows how to do musical theater and the technicalities of that, and that she can bring that over into doing pop music, but she's making pop music without trying to sound like a musical theater artist. I don't need you to do like an operatic aria while you're singing pop music. But yeah, Dove Cameron is just a brilliant singer, and I just think she makes a lot of fun pop music, but also she makes a lot of really emotional pop music. My standout lyrics from her this year are, sometimes I think I might start a new religion, older than time, you and I making bad decisions. Give you that love you'd kill yourself for. If heaven won't take you, then I won't go. Study me like enemy, like I'm your plan of attack. Lay your life out on the line and then never take it back. I must confess I manifested this, baby. I found a hack. The night you put your kiss on me, you signed a binding contract. All of those are from Romeo.
Isn't she dating that vampire-looking guy from
She
that one
is.
band?
What is it? David Damiano?
Yep, I would also write lyrics like
oh,
that.
she's
for that
dating
man.
David Damiano?
Yeah.
Get it, girl. He's hot. In that sort of,
He's so
if
hot.
you're into like vampires.
These are the lyrics that she is writing about this man.
Honestly,
You know what?
relatable.
Okay, yeah, now
Makes
that I know
sense.
it's David, I get it.
Mhm.
Another lyric that I really loved was, turns out I'm easy to love, which is very simple, but I just really like. I love that realization of being like, I'm around all these people who have made me realize, oh, I'm actually not difficult to love. I just thought I was because I was with you for so long.
Ooh.
And then another lyric from that song is, and when he laughs, I finally understand what every poet talked about. Must have seen him coming because they wrote it down.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. That yep.
yep.
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So my standouts for Dove this year are Romeo, which also has a sick music video. Oh my gosh, that's like visual mood board aesthetic levels of music video. I freaking love it. Romeo, Hello My Old Lover, and Whatever You Like. Also, I'm hoping that because she has released so many singles this year, it means that she will be releasing another album soon. Because I think Alchemical was a part 1. I think we're supposed to get a part 2 at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number 8 is Dove Cameron. Dallas, who is your number 7?
My number 7 was my number 2 last year. It is Sir. So we are sticking to TDE, but I need to make a correction. Reason is not with TDE anymore. He left last year.
Oh.
Got it.
So my bad. It's funny how similar my 8 and 7 are, because my number 8 is dude from LA, was affiliated with Top Dog Entertainment. He just raps really well. And my number 7 is dude from LA, affiliated with Top Dog Entertainment. He sings really well. And so last year he was my number 2 for the album Heavy. This year he put out a deluxe called The Light. There are 6 new songs, and he'd be ranked higher if there were more new songs. Yeah, he sings really good, and all his music is fire. Not a lot else to say.
Hell
That's my
yeah.
number 7.
Love that for you, Dallas.
Yeah,
Woo.
keeping it quick.
I'm trying. Gabby, who's your number 7?
Hi, my number 7 is Sabrina Carpenter.
Hey.
Yay. Okay. So this year she put out her second album, which crazy girl, because you put out your first album last summer and then another one this summer. Crazy.
Wait,
crazy,
is this
crazy.
considered her second album?
Yes.
She's only, are we
Is.
considering everything she put out before the last one EPs?
Yeah, I believe it's like her second album with like a record deal, like a proper record.
Oh,
I think
okay,
the
because
other
I
ones
was
were,
like, that
Hollywood
girl
records.
has a body of work.
Anyway, she put out her second one, technically, called Man's Best Friend. I loved it. I love the cover. Everybody needs to calm down.
But Gabby, she's
Yeah, that-
Again,
that
that's the
causes
theme of tonight.
patriarchy.
Y'all need to calm down. It was kinky, and y'all are a bunch of prudes.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to, I think.
Yeah,
It
was
also,
kink, y'all.
I feel like, was probably pretty subversive, but this is not the podcast to get into a whole conversation about that.
No, we don't need to. I just wanted to say, calm down, everybody. And then my standout songs are Tears, Nobody's Son, and Never Getting Laid. I really enjoyed this album. I thought it was very funny, very tongue-in-cheek. It was also extremely catchy, and I'm down for catchy. Tears, it's just an earworm. It was in there, dog. Yeah, really good. Really liked it.
She has a song on this album called When Did You Get Hot, which I
Oh.
really, really like that song, except for the fact that the guy she's talking to in the song, his name is Devin. And I'm like,
Oh,
no.
Yikes, not our baby.
I was like, that's a,
I'm so
for
sorry,
me, I'm
babe.
like, that's a child. My brain is like, I can't do that. So I have to like
Yeah.
Yeah,
ignore the fact
no.
that that is the name of whoever she's talking about in the song.
Yep.
Also, I am a huge fan of House Tour. House Tour
Oh.
is great.
House Tour is great too. It's another album just full of bangers and like earworms. But those are the ones that I like. The ones I listed are my favorites. But those other songs you named are also great.
Cassie, who's your number 7?
All right. My number 7 is, I guess it's pronounced Truesdale. I don't actually know because I just found out they existed this year. But they're a girl group who I think they're actually from LA. And, sometimes you just need a girl group that writes good music. Like, this is one of those, like, with Dallas where it's like, I don't need something deeper. They
Mhm.
make really nice songs. I don't know. It's just a good, like, pop album. I can't remember the name of it, which is wild because I've listened to it so much. What was this year's? Oh, Growing Pains. It's just, 3 girls. They make really good pop music. I would highly recommend it. Not much else to say. Listen to it. It's good.
All right, guys, that takes us to my number 7. My number 7 is my name twin. It is Demi Lovato for her album It's Not That Deep, which is a ironic title in my opinion because I feel like the musical aesthetic of this album feels like it's not that deep, but sometimes the lyrics really are that deep.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the return of pop Demi Lovato. It's been a minute. Once she reached into her rock phase, I think she said when she was working on this album that she had buried pop Demi Lovato and was only focusing on rock from here on out. And then suddenly pop Demi came back and resurrected after she finished the last album. And also she got married. So congrats to her on that.
Hey, congrats.
I love how versatile her voice is, though. I love that she can do pop. I love that she can do rock. She could also do R&B if she really wanted to. This album is definitely like a club pop album for the most part. Like everything sounds like a club banger. Well, almost everything sounds like a club banger. The standout lyrics for me are, I found somebody who can match my frequency. I love that lyric because it feels like a play off of, is someone going to match my freak? And I love that she added onto the word and just continued with frequency. I was like, oh, that's so good. That's such a good play on this, like, this phrase that we have now been using thanks to Tinashe. That's from the song Frequency. The next one is Maybe We'll Be Better as the Memory, even if it means that you'll forget me, which is from Let You Go. The next one is Sorry for the Starving, Sorry for the Burnout, Sorry for that one ex who always broke me down, Sorry for the Hurting, but love how it turned out, I'm sorry to myself, from her song Sorry to Myself. As somebody who's been following her career since Camp Rock and has seen like the struggles and ups and downs that Demi Lovato has gone through, I really appreciate the fact that she has a song where she's apologizing to herself for all of the mistreatment that she's done to herself, but also appreciating the life that she has despite the fact that she's gone through all that stuff, because she probably wouldn't have that stuff if she hadn't gone through it. And then my last one is the chorus to a song called Ghost, which is I hope you flicker the lights and send a chill down my spine so cold. Want to be haunted for life by your ghost. If you're not here by my side, just show me some kind of sign that you're close. Want to be haunted for life by your ghost, which is my favorite song on the album. My standouts on the album are Let You Go, Sorry to Myself, and Ghost.
Nice.
Ghost is so fun, though. It's so interesting because it legitimately is a song that's about, hey, if you happen to pass away before me, I want you to haunt me.
Feel that?
And that takes us to our number 6. Dallas, who's your number 6?
Number six. I think this is the last of my they just sing / rap really well interest.
Got it.
Number 6 is Bass and the Hicks. So Bass is a rapper singer who is part of Dreamville. He's tied to J. Cole and that whole collective. He's good at singing. He's good at rapping. I like his voice. I like his bars. The Hicks are an English electronic band duo who I'd never heard of, but this year they made an album with Bass called Melanchronica. I will definitely be looking for more of these people because it is Sam Paul Evans and Rox Barker. Roxanne. Roxanne has the voice of an angel.
Okay.
And she sings so well. And all the music is just so good. And it's just, yeah, y'all are really good at singing. Y'all are really good at rapping. And it's like really good vibe music if you want to chill, clean the house, go on a late night drive, contemplate your life choices up to this point. Also, they have a song called San Junipero, which makes me think of Demi because
Thank
one of the
you.
lyrics is "Hold on to love like San Junipero."
Oh,
And I was like,
My
Demi would love
favorite
that.
episode of Black Mirror.
But yeah, shout out Boss, shout out the Hooks, shout out Melanchronica. Oh, favorite songs: Everyday People, Norbit, and Roxanne's Interlude.
Norbit is a crazy name for a song.
It's a hilarious song name and it has Absol on it, and I love Absol.
okay.
Gabby, who is your number 6?
My number 6 is Meg the Stallion. Megan, my
There it
sweet.
is.
I love her so much. She put out one single this year. It is called Love a Girl, and she put out an accompanying music video, and that's why she's on this list so high, because good God. First of all, the song is delightful. It's about her relationship with Klay Thompson, I'm assuming.
All right.
That video, I mean, you guys have seen it.
We
I have
have
not, but
we had an
maybe I
interesting
should.
night that night.
I was gonna say, was that one of the videos we watched during Ass Night?
It absolutely
Yeah,
was.
there was so much booty. And good God, she just looks so good. Like gender envy.
Oh, see that's
phrase?
it,
That is
the
it,
second
yeah.
you said May the Stallion, I was like, yep, gender envy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what it is. That's truly, I was like, damn, I wish. I really like that song. I really like Meg. I'm really happy for her. And that music video was like amazing. And I was jealous. So yeah, that's why she's so high on my list. I appreciate you, Megan. I love you so much. Okay.
Okay. Cassie, who's your number 6?
Got nothing to do with ass, I can tell you that much.
Shame.
Bummer.
Yeah, we can't all be,
Damn.
Anyway, my number 6 is a band called Rains. They are, I think, maybe like a British band that make like, I would kind of say a cross between folk and pop. And I discovered them this year and they put out an album called Bloom that's just really nice. It's really kind of mellow, it's really sweet. For some reason, I really vibe with the song that's about like, you're looking at your life and going like, oh my God, is this the life I really wanted? Mainly because it's about a woman who had kids and then like with a guy and then probably realized that she didn't actually want that life. And I never want kids. So shout out, girl, get out of there.
Big move.
Hey. But yeah, it's just like, it's good, like just vibing music. I used to listen to it while I was doing completely legal ketamine therapy and it was really great during that.
Love that you
Love the qualification.
specified
Love that.
completely
Love
legal.
that.
It was. I just want to specify because when people talk, anyway, I don't know. You just want to listen to some nice British men sing some really soft songs about love and stuff. It's good. It's good. And if you're doing
Love
ketamine,
that for you.
it's great for that.
Good to know.
All right, guys. My number 6 is Naomi Scott,
Ooh.
who I've been a fan of since Lemonade Mouth. I'm a fan of the way that Naomi fuses R&B into her pop music. Like, you can tell that she grew up listening to R&B music. You can also kind of tell that she grew up singing in the church. She came out with 4 singles this year, I want to say, which I hope means that she's planning on finally releasing an album. I think she said that she's planning to, but she released 4 songs this year, which were Rhythm with Johnny Yukon, Cherry, Cut Me Loose, and Sweet Nausea. So I love the general concept of Cherry and like the vibe of the song in the video. The video takes a lot of influence from Bend It Like Beckham. But I adore the concept of the song because we get so many songs that are about like, oh, if the mood is right, let's have sex, like rushing towards this place of like, let's have sex. And the whole point of this song is like, I'm not ready for that. Don't rush it. When the feeling's right, it'll happen. The vibe of the song is just so fun and it's so nice and it's like a nice little pop jam. Like, I was like, this is a summer song for sure. So good. But my standout lyrics are from Sweet Nausea. It's the first verse, which is, I'm coming down with something, got sugar stuck in my throat, pacing the fun fair, playing some age I've overgrown. Now every right is wrong and I paid my fare for the show, but the lights are gone and no one's coming. I'm pretty sure that the whole song is about nostalgia just in general. And I like the way that she paints the picture of nostalgia as a sweet nausea, that she's got like this sweet illness that she's not ready to let go of just yet. My standout songs from Naomi are Cut Me Loose, Cherry, and Sweet Nausea. If Sweet Nausea had come out earlier in the year, it probably would have been in my top 10 played songs for the year because it is so catchy and it's so freaking good. That's really my big standout for the year from Naomi. Please listen to Sweet Nausea. It's really, really good. It's entirely too short. Please bring back music, bridges, and pop music because what are we doing? But that takes us to our top 5.
Top five.
Dallas, who's your number 5?
All right, my number 5 is Chance the Rapper. He's back.
Nice.
And he has an album called Starline. I really, really like it. So, Chance, he's had an interesting career. He started when he was really young. He's younger than us.
Yeah.
He's got really famous with a mixtape called Acid Rap a decade ago. It was really good. He talks about doing drugs and being unhappy. And then, fast forward, he gets married and sober and gets into the church and he gets really happy. Well, don't fast forward that much. Then he does coloring book, like gospel, hip hop. Everybody loves it. And then he gets too happy, according to a lot of people, and starts making music like, hey, y'all, I really love my wife and not doing drugs no more. And everybody was like, boo, nigga, get back on drugs. That's not exactly how it happened, but that was kind of the vibe.
We like you better when you were on drugs.
Yeah.
Wow. Rude.
But this album, called Starline, I'm trying to think of like, it's not like a very sanitized, I'm so happy sounding album, but he still talks about the things that are important to him through like a different lens. Like, he is a Christian and he's outspoken about that, but he talks about his problems with the church, and I'm going to circle back to that. But we get fun sounding songs like Ride and the intro Starside, and then we get fight the power sounding songs like Burn Your Block or Letters. We get lots in between. But my favorite song, and the reason that he's in my top 5, because he has a song called Letters, and I listened to it so much this year. And it's about the church. And each verse, there are 4 verses, starts addressing an aspect of the church. So it probably pairs pretty well with Wake Up Dead Man. So the first verse starts with a specific church, probably his church. Dear, insert the name of Chance's church here. And then the second one is Dear Mega Church. The third one is Dear Black Church. And then the fourth one is about the worldwide church. My favorite verse is, I think, the one where he talks about the black church. And it's like, basically, this is the real world. We can't stick our heads in the sand and ignore our problems. The lyric that really stands out to me is, don't lay down now when you know that we at war. Don't lay down now when there's fire at your door. Don't lay down now when you know that they should feel a noose, knowing it ain't shit to lynch a Dylan Roof. Instead, you let the killer loose and kick off folks that you can't handle, find more money, try to hide more scandals. Damn. And the way that he calls out like corruption in this whole song is so good to me. It's one of my favorite songs of the year, which is why he's in my top 5. But shout out Chance. Very important song. I recommend it to everybody.
Gabby, who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Cardi B.
Makes sense.
That tracks.
She put out, finally, her much anticipated second album. And it's been so long between the first and second album.
Wait, she's only had 2 out.
It's given Lauryn Hill a little bit.
It's giving Frank Ocean.
Low key, that
Cardi
too.
show up to her concerts though.
But the thing is, Cardi's been putting out music that whole time.
Thank you,
She just hasn't formulated an album to the point where my standout songs on here are Pretty and Petty, WAP, because WAP is included
Oh
in this
my
album.
Jesus.
Up again, outside, and
gracious.
hello. Yeah. Also, I'm doing hello songs because this album is a monster. It's 23 songs large.
It's a lot.
It's a very long album. It's very
I love
big.
a long album.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thick ass album.
And boy, has a lot changed between this album and the last one. She was in the press because she was in court this year. She had 2 babies, like one after the other, and she got divorced. There's a lot she's discussing in this album too. And I'm just like, thank you for blessing us. And thanks for making it so big because we did have to wait like, 8 years or something? I think her last album came out in 2018 or 2019.
It had to be 23 tracks so that she could update y'all on her life.
Yeah, she had to. She had to. And it's great. The album is called Am I the Drama, which 10 out of 10 title. And then my standouts are Pretty and Petty. That's my favorite one. Then WAP, Hello, Up, and Outside.
We outside?
We outside.
We
You're
outside.
right.
Very fitting, seeing as where she's from.
True. She is very yurt.
Cassie, who is your number 5?
My number 5 is Arrows in Action, which you may have heard, whether you know it or not. They're on the extended version of All Squeezed Out.
Yes, they are.
Which it's such a good combination, those 2 bands. But they also put out their own album called I Think I've Been Here Before, and it is a very good rock album. There's definitely a song for people who want women to step on them, so congratulations.
Hey.
It's called Cheekbones, and it's basically about wanting a woman to kill you, but in a hot way. So if that's your thing.
Noticing a pattern here.
You know, Dallas, it's not something I want, but it shows up a lot in the music I listen to, and I'm not sure what that says.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit.
We should analyze that later.
Let's not. No, I don't think we should. Talking about music is always hard because it's like, I like it because it's good. And that's not really saying much. It's a good rock album. I like it. You should listen to it. Demi, you should listen to it
Probably will.
because you already
It'll be like the home
kind of
team
what they do.
last year, where I just was like,
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a band a year.
yeah. Well, what ended up happening was you put the home team in Music League, and I liked the music that you put in Music League so much that I went to go listen to the rest of the album, which is then where I found Walk This World With Me, and I was like, I love this so bad.
Okay. I'll put Arrows in Action on the Music League sometime, and then I'll just get it in your head that way.
It's a good way of doing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that takes us to my number 5. My number 5 is Ariana Grande for her album Eternal Sunshine Deluxe, Brighter Days Ahead, and Wicked for Good. She was on my list last year at number 6 with the rest of the cast of Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
She was also my number 2 on my Apple Music replay, and she holds 4 places on my top 10 songs of the year. Yeah, you guys are probably wondering, hey, Demi, why is she number 5 on your list if she was number 2 on your Apple Music replay? Well, the reason she was number 2 on my Apple Music replay is because I went through her entire discography and not just the 2 albums that came out this year.
Damn.
So something about me is that I was a fan of Ariana Grande back when she was still on YouTube and hadn't released an album yet. I am a hipster Ariana Grande fan, and then I dropped off. Wicked got me to come back, which is why I listened to her entire discography this year.
Wow, so you were with her before she got big, but you didn't ride with her. That's cold.
I'm not really going to talk about Wicked too much because it's Wicked. She sounds amazing. Wicked's awesome. I'm mostly going to discuss the albums that were the songs that were released on the deluxe album, which are 6 new songs, one of which is kind of a remix of the intro. There are at least 3 perfect pop songs on this deluxe album, and the fact that they may never have been released is unbelievable and unacceptable to me. So I'm very glad that Ariana ended up putting them out because I think that they're fantastic. I think Twilight Zone is a perfect song. Warm is a perfect song, and Dandelion is also a perfect song, in my opinion. Perfect pop songs. Amazing. My standout lyrics from the deluxe album are, please pay me no mind while I jump into your skin and change your eyes so you see things through mine, which is from Intro, End of the World. I feel like it's a statement that she's making to, I'm assuming, her ex-husband, who I think a lot of these songs are about, but also trying to make that statement to the audience and her fans who are listening and have seen like all the controversy that she's been going through.
Okay.
And the next lyric I have is, would you still be here pretending you still like me, pretending you don't regret not thinking before asking, which I think is directed at her ex-husband and probably says something about him proposing to her, which is very sad. That's also from Intro, End of the World. And the next one is, me, I am the bad guy because I'd already grieved you, which is also from Intro, End of the World. The next lyric is, did I dream the whole thing? Was I just a nightmare? Which is the opening to Twilight Zone. Next is Were We Just Mistaken? Disguised Our Intentions. Our Nest Was a Masquerade, also from Twilight Zone. And then the last one that I have is But I Find Something Sweet in Your Peculiar Behavior, because I think to be so dumb might be nice, which is from Hampstead. I love that lyric so much. Hampstead also might be a perfect song. But yeah, those are my standout lyrics, the ones that stuck with me from the deluxe of Eternal Sunshine. And my standout songs are, I'm doing a different thing this year where I will be giving standout songs from each project that the person was involved with or produced.
Okay.
So from the Wicked for Good soundtrack, it's going to be Thank Goodness / I Couldn't Be Happier, The Girl in the Bubble, and For Good. For Eternal Sunshine Deluxe, Brighter Days Ahead, my standouts are Twilight Zone, Warm, and Dandelion, because like I said, I think they're perfect songs. That is Ariana Grande, who is my number 5.
Nice.
Dallas,
Nice.
who is your number 4?
Number 4. It's funny how these like people ended up next to each other because they weren't for similarities, but they kind of have them. It's another Fight the Power artist, but a very different type. This is an angry white boy. His name is Grandson. He is my
Yay.
number 4, and his album called Inertia came out this year. The best way I can explain Grandson is if you complain about things being woke, then first of all, you and I should no longer speak. But second, you will hate Grandson. Grandson is an angry, angsty white boy who makes like
He
rock rap
was
music.
yelling
about-
about drones. He was angry.
Yes, he was yelling about drones. He makes songs about guns having more rights than a woman's body. He makes songs about how the media portrays people of color. It's funny because he talked about drones on his last album. Now he's talking about the autonomous delivery robots that are in the streets.
I hate those things.
He has a song called Autonomous Delivery Robot.
Dude, I didn't know that I was going to be one, like, you know, in Star Wars where they're like, drones not welcome. And you're like, oh no, they won't let R2 in. I'm one of those people. I'm like, what is this robot doing here? Get it out. I don't want it. I'm so mad.
Our podcast sounds so anti-tech. We're not.
And I want to clarify, even the song itself is more anti-tech companies taking over the world than it is anti-tech.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it starts with, I get mad when I see the autonomous delivery robot, which is so funny to me.
I hate them when they're threatening to be run over. I'm like, yeah, do it.
Yeah, Grandson's great. All this music has like this energetic, hyped up, kind of angry tone to it that I really dig, especially considering the message that he has. One of my favorite songs on the album is called You Made Me This Way. I'm realizing, just like Chance, how he started with like Dear This, Dear That.
Mhm.
Grandson also has a structure to it where he says like born in a country that only thought I mattered when I was a embryonic sack of cells beside my mother's bladder. The next one is died in a country that seems to think it's good to put police in the community who ain't from the neighborhood. Leave a constant contradiction, put a fetus on a throne like he's Jesus, then when he meets us, I guess he's on his own.
Bars.
And that's kind
Bars.
of the vibe for the whole album.
Bars.
And it's so good. And I listened to it so many times. I love it. Shout out Grandson. Keep making that angry
Shout
call
out
out
to
the
angry white boys
people
on the
music.
right side of history, because like there's a lot of those on the other side.
Yeah, because it's, you know, there are too many angry white boys on the other side.
For real.
We need our angry white boys to fight those ones.
There's an interesting video essay on YouTube about that, which I might send to you guys.
About angry white boys?
It's about like the hole in the resistance that artists like Eminem have left.
Interesting. I want to listen to that. I wanna see
Yeah,
that essay.
I'll send it to you.
Favorite songs from Grandson are You Made Me This Way, Who's the Enemy, and Pull the Trigger.
Gabby, who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Bad Bunny. Hey, Benito.
That tracks too.
Woo! For his Puerto Rico residency, and also because he put out an album this year called Debí tirar más fotos, which means I should have taken more photos. My standout songs are Nueva York, Baile Inolvidable, and EO, because I love a dance song, you know. And also the song Debí tirar más fotos, but that one makes me ugly cry. Okay, it's a nostalgia. It's like, oh, I should have taken more pictures. Like, I should have been more present. I should have made more memories. Also, for his residency that he decided to do in Puerto Rico, that brought so much money to the island, so many tourists, so much traffic. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, he's one of the biggest artists in the world, and taking that opportunity to bring back money to his home is very important because even though Puerto Rico is not its own country, it's a U.S. territory, it's often forgotten by the U.S., right?
Yeah.
And just kind of left abandoned. The U.S. really dropped the ball after Hurricane Maria. At least, you know, Bad Bunny's doing something for his home. Highly recommend his album. It was fire and some really like, you know, kind of sad songs.
He's also prepping to do the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, he's going to be, I guess, the headliner, the halftime show, which I'm really excited about. He also hosted Saturday Night Live this year. He was the host and musical guest, which is iconic. Yeah, he's had a good ass year, and I love him, and that's why he's on my top 4.
Nice. I don't even listen to Bad Bunny like that, but I'm very glad that he is going to be the Super Bowl headliner because he's going to piss off all the stupid people, and I love that.
I know.
Cassie, who is your number 4?
Hello. My number 4 is The Rex for their EP Inside with a colon at the end. I'm not sure what the colon signifies.
All right.
It is 6 songs. I love it so much. Shout out to the lyric, I'm still depressed, but now I'm depressed on speed because that's me.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the song Why Can't I Just Be Happy?
Yo. I don't like that I like that song as much as I do for obvious reasons. But
Fair.
yo, the first song on the EP is called I Didn't Used To, and if that wasn't written for trans people, I don't know what was. Cause I think the chorus is like, I think I was made wrong. So
Oh.
hello. And it's about like not liking who you were and then sort of coming around to maybe learning to like yourself. And that hits. It really hits. But then there's also a song about like, let's get married and our guests can guess what drugs we're on for some reason because we're getting married in a forest and it's weird.
All right.
Yeah.
Fun times.
But then there's also the last song is really great because it's just about like how people have to like don't know things and have to look stuff up on their phone, but that's okay. Like it's basically this guy with this girl and she's like telling him shit like don't put the orange that you get with your drink into the glass because people touch it and it gets really dirty. And he's like, I didn't know that. And she's like, how did you not know that? And he's like, yo, you don't know shit either. Like you look shit up on your phone all the time. What are we doing here?
All right.
And I just really like it. I like that they blend sort of the comedy into their songs. And that one especially, I feel like don't shame people for not knowing basic shit that you be looking up on your phone all the time.
Fair.
Inside, I listen to it so much. It's like at least once a week, probably. Shout out to them white boys. They be making good music.
Shout out to the white boys. My next one's a white boy too.
Hey.
My number 4 is also a white boy. Look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Hey.
This is the point where I start sticking very closely to my notes, or else we will be here all day.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
My number 4 is Travis Garland for his album Western Feels. Last year, he was on my honorable mentions list. This year, he was also my number 7 on my Apple Music replay, and I was in his top 500 listeners on Apple Music.
Damn,
Boom,
girl.
baby.
Did you get a special video or anything?
No. I don't think, I think he might be too indie for that.
Got it.
But anyway, I've been listening to Travis since 2009, and he still has one of the best voices in the game. He's entirely underrated, my dude. Last year, I didn't really get to talk about the singles that he put out, but he dropped a bunch of singles which all came together to create this album, along with several new tracks that we hadn't heard yet. And I'm really glad he finally decided to release it. Thank you to Beyonce for Cowboy Carter, because I know that was a big part of his decision to finally release it.
Ooh.
I call it a Western R&B album. So it's like R&B music, but it's got like a country feel to it as well. And he's from Texas, so he kind of he knows how that works.
Oh, yeah.
But I've always been a huge fan of the way that Travis blends pop and R&B music. And for this album, the infusion of country really, really works. My standout lyrics from this album are usually drink whiskey, but tonight I'm gone off the vino, numbing my pain with a bottle of Pinot, about to make a movie now, young Tarantino.
Cute.
What about to be free?
I think the second or third time he sings that verse, this is the chorus. The second time he sings it, instead of saying about to make a movie now, young Tarantino, he says running through Miami like a young Dan Marino.
Cute.
All right.
That's from his song Vino. And then the other lyric that I have on here is from Cowboys and Indians. And it says, gun close by your shooting hand, snapping back at me, rubber band. Bullets flying, yeah, you had your chance, but I'm ducking. When did I become the enemy? Hurting you, but it's killing me to watch us turn something into nothing. My standout songs from Western Feels are Closer, Sports Car, and Cowboys and Indians, because these are 3 of like the 4 songs that he did not release from the album until this year.
Okay.
But the
Okay.
whole album is incredible. I highly recommend it. Please check out Western Feels by Travis Garland. Also check out his other music. He also has a bunch of covers and a bunch of mashups on Spotify and Apple Music. I think he's starting to get a lot more attention because people are starting to notice his covers on Dancing with the Stars, because he is one of the singers on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
He's dope as hell. Anyway, that takes us to our top 3.
Top
Woo,
3, top
we
3,
did
top
it.
3.
We did it, Joe.
Dallas, who's your number 3?
Keeping with, it's funny, this is my white boy. And also, Cassie brought up the like a punctuation in the album. This one also has it. My number 3 is Russ, by the way. That's my white boy, Russ. His album is called Wild. Wild with an exclamation point instead of the I, because, why not? Let's be stylized.
Ooh.
I'm going to say my favorite songs at the top of it now so I don't forget again. Favorite songs are How'd You Do It, Trying, and User Guide. So Russ is a rapper. He is very good at rapping. He's still very good at everything he's always been good at. He can brag, he can be clever, he can put out like a song a week, it feels like. But my favorite Russ is introspective Russ
Okay.
because 2 years ago, he was on my list and he had a song called I Love You Boy, in which he addresses himself in the second person and kind of talks through his trauma about like, this is the things that you went through, but I still love you. And it's very sweet and it's very introspective. And it's my favorite song on that album. And this album has a song called How'd You Do It, which kind of feels like a spiritual sequel, which is fun for a rapper to do for a song. But it's like a younger version of Russ addressing current day Russ and asking how he made it through everything that young Russ is going through. So, like, how'd you get through mom and dad's divorce? And how'd you not become addicted to this and da 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 da? But some of the parts that make it stand out, like he says, you're authentically yourself, man, I'm dying to be. You found solace in the spotlight that was blinding to me. You got a girlfriend and 2 dogs. How'd you find someone you trust? How'd you build a connection with her that's deeper than lust?
Mm.
Later on in the same verse, he says, you finally got a therapist to help you carry your struggles. I dug a hole, you got us out, and then you buried the shovel. So just kind of like giving himself flowers, but in a healthy way, not just like, I'm so great and I'm better than all of y'all, which Russ does a lot on all of his other songs. It's like, I'm so great and I'm better than all of y'all, which is fine. That's what a lot of rap music is, and he's good at it. But my favorite Russ is when he's like, hey, yes, I am so great and I am better than y'all. But more importantly, I made it through some stuff, and it's important that I address that and I talk about how it's affected me. And I think if he needs to do it by having these like one-on-one conversations with himself, I'm always down for it. That's Russ, number 3. Shout out Russ.
Gabby, who is your number 3?
Unfortunately, I don't have any white boys on my list, y'all. I have the quintessential white woman on my list, though, so it balances out.
That's true.
So my number 3 is not any white person at all. It's SZA.
Yay!
Hey,
We
skip
love
that
SZA.
shit.
We got to skip. Is that our first skip?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
skip?
our
It is our
first
first
skip.
skip.
What?
Crazy.
Alrighty,
first
that's
skip.
Get out of here, Gabby.
crazy. Okay,
Get out of here.
I
Cassie,
will go.
who is your number 3?
So talking about punctuation in albums, I love this girl.
Didn't expect that to keep coming
but
up.
Kesha, what are you doing? What is this album called? What is this album called? I don't know. Is it dot? Is it period? Is it you can't say it because it's just a dot? And then the deluxe edition is a dot and an ellipsis, I guess, but I don't know what you call it. Kesha, please. I'm dying.
Wow. Bold choice.
I love this album. I love this album so much, but I don't know what it's called. But
Bold strategy, Cotton.
it paid off.
Bold strategy, Cotton. You're so dumb.
I'm just like,
Let's see how it works out for him.
Kesha's comeback has been so fucking good. Like the last album I didn't really fuck with, but this one again, it's like, you are back on your bullshit, and I adore it.
For the record, according to Wikipedia, the album's title is pronounced period.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just looked that up as well.
Thank you for that. I needed that. Kesha is just fun as fuck. That's really all it is. Like, she be singing about bouncing on it half the time, and you know what? I adore that for her.
Sounds great.
She's got a song all about how she just wants to fuck as many men as possible, and you know what? That may not be my goal, but I support you, and I love you, and I hope you do it safely.
Please do it safely.
One of us makes really fucking good pop music. Real good pop music. Man, she's got a whole song about how, like, she is the love of her life and nobody else is, and fuck them hoes, which, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Cool. Self-love. Love that.
Also, Joyride is on that album, and that song is weird as fuck. I don't know where she got into, like a polka bag, and that video is weird. I don't know. Kesha be on some shit.
Is that the song about bouncing on it?
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, there's that, but she got a lot of songs about bouncing on it, let's be honest. We're horny.
All right, fair.
But yeah, I just like, this feels like while it is less of like an introspective album than like Rainbow, it's just fun as fuck. And you know what? Sometimes that's all it needs to be. Thanks for
Hell yeah.
period, I guess.
Dope.
Just like clock it, period.
My number 3 is Halsey. I've been a fan of Halsey's for about a decade, which makes sense because she did her 10-year celebration of the release of her first album in 2025. I also realized in 2025 that she's kind of the blueprint in a way for me, because I think she may have been the first openly queer female artist that I was a huge fan of. And now if you look at my playlist, there's like a whole bunch of Renee Rapp, Kalani, Fletcher, Toa Bird, but Halsey was the first for me, which is dope as hell. I love the tone of her voice and I love the vibe of her music. She is mostly on this list for her Back to Badlands tour, which I got to go to the week after my birthday. And the day before I went to a completely different concert. She also has 2 singles that came out this year, which I only realized last night because my brother's girlfriend was like, she released music this year. And I was like, I don't remember that. And I had to go back and look. And apparently she did. And I re-listened to both of them before we recorded this just to make sure. But like I said, she's mostly on here for the tour. She's got so much stage presence. And because this tour is in honor of her first album, Badlands, I got to see her perform a lot of the songs that made me fall in love with her in the first place. Also, watching a concert at Hollywood Forever Cemetery is the spookiest thing that I did all October.
Sounds about right.
The show had a really awesome like visual road trip travel narrative on screen behind her. And there was even like a 3D video portion while she was performing, which was really interesting.
Ooh.
They give you like 3D glasses when you walk into the venue.
Ooh.
Also, I took what is potentially the greatest concert photo I have ever taken because we were so close to the stage. Going to her concert was a really awesome last minute thing to do, a really cool thing to do like for my birthday. Shout out to Julia, who is my brother's girlfriend. She invited me to go to the concert like 3 or 4 hours before the concert started. And I was just like, yeah, I want to see Halsey. Sure, of course I want to go see Halsey. I love Halsey. So yeah, it was very exciting to realize that it was a tour that is dedicated to celebrating the first album, which is how I discovered her in the first place. The 2 singles that she released this year are Safe Word and Hand That Feeds. Hand That Feeds is with Amy Lee, who most of you guys might know as the lead singer from Evanescence.
Yeah.
And it's from the Ballerina soundtrack. But like I said, she's mostly on this for the concert that I went to. That was enough to bump her all the way to number 3 on my list. And that takes us to number 2. Dallas, who is your number 2?
My number 2. So, remember earlier when I said, this is my last, this person just raps really well entry, and that was down the list. I lied.
I was going to say, did you lie?
I trusted you.
So I didn't really lie. I forgot.
You lied to us.
But it's more fun to say I lied. I lied to all of you. I lied to you,
I
audience.
trusted you, and this is how you treat me.
Yeah. Don't
Can
trust
you
me. Why
can
would
you
you trust
sing
me?
it though? Can you sing it like the songs?
Of course I can't.
I lied to you.
Thank you, Demi.
Thank you to me.
I lied to you. You can't not sing it. I got to sing the song. Anyway, we're not there yet. My number 2 is JID, a.k.a. Jid, a.k.a. however you want to say it, because he's
I
very
love
lax about it.
him.
I love him too. His album this year is called God Does Like Ugly. My favorite songs from the album are VCRs featuring Vince Staples. Love me some Vince Staples.
Hell yeah.
Glory, and Skate featuring Earth Gang and Sierra. I haven't heard Sierra in years, but Sierra's on this album.
Sierra like
and it makes
Sierra?
me so
Sierra?
happy.
Yep,
Sierra. Yeah,
This beat is
exactly. That's Sierra.
Wow.
Goodies 1 2
Welcome
steps
back,
Sierra.
girl.
The princess is here.
The princess is here on JID's album. So yeah, that song is called Skate. I don't even like skating, but it makes me want to roller skate because it's just so good and it's so Atlanta. And they're referencing things that I know because my sister went to school down there that feel like, why do I even know this stuff? I'm not from Atlanta, but it's a very Atlanta sounding song. It's very fun. VCRs is a song featuring Vince Staples. Like I said, they rap so well together. I think JID is probably the only person who can get all the way to the top 2 of my list just because he raps so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even anything specific I can point to, like, oh, this specific lyric and this specific song, they talked about this thing.
He's so good.
Usually that's the case. But this year it was just, he flowing, he spitting,
Dude,
he
his
rapping.
verse on Enemy?
Fantastic.
Can anyone, well, Jesse, I'm like, can anyone keep up with that verse?
I love JID so much. He's just very good at rapping. And I hope he never stops doing that. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Woo.
Gabby, who is your number 2?
My number 2 is Kendrick Lamar.
Did you go to the concert this year?
I went to his concert.
That
this
was
Yo,
this year.
how was
Yes.
that?
I was gonna say,
had
I
a
was like,
good
what?
ass week. I saw Cowboy Carter and Kendrick or was it a month? Sorry, I saw them about like a couple weeks apart
Damn.
Nice.
at the same venue, and
Oh,
it
wow.
was pretty
Mood?
ironic. Like for
I said mood. I did something very similar this year.
For Beyonce, I was like up on the highest row, and then for Kendrick and SZA, I was down at the stage, basically very close. It was pretty cool. I had such a good time, y'all. He did some songs from Good Kid, Mad City. He did the new album. He and SZA did almost, if not all, of their songs that they have together, which is more than you would think.
Love that. They do have a few songs together.
They do. I saw my favorite song of theirs, which is Doves in the Wind live. Y'all, I saw Doves in the Wind live. I never thought I'd see the day.
Love that for you.
I thought, that song came out a decade ago-ish. I don't think I'm going to see it in person. And they did it. It was amazing. Yeah. Kendrick was like up in the air. He came in on a cool car. It was a really, really great tour. I'm glad I got to go. I'm glad I spent the money for it.
Nice.
And it was just me and my man. So it was date night. It was just the two of us without our baby for once.
Great date night.
Yeah, we saw Kenny, and then my man knows all those songs. I didn't know he knew them to that degree, but he was rapping every word, and I was
As he
like,
should.
wow, yes. So it was a great time. It was a great date night, and it was so good that it's like embedded in my memory, and it just launched Kendrick to number 2. Also because I have been listening to his newest album, GNX, nonstop since it came out.
Right.
So that's also why he's my number 2. But I couldn't put him on there for the album, but I could put him on there for that fire ass concert.
Because that is the rule of the game.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, I know that album didn't come out this past year, but
I went to see him. I went to see him live and in
that
person
counts.
in SoFi in Inglewood, up to no good.
The perfect place to see Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, who is your number 2?
What up? Hi, Gabby. My number 2 is
Hey.
SZA.
Hey, let's talk about
Hey.
her.
Technically, in terms
Let's
of
talk about SZA.
music, I feel like she only released like 3 or 4 songs because there was SOS and then Lana, but Lana came out in 2024, and then the Lana Deluxe came out this year, and I had
We love
that
a
shit
deluxe.
on repeat all year. She's just,
Mm-hmm.
I love her voice so much. She's so
Me
good.
too.
It's gender envy. It's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
SZA's music fucking slaps. I like it so
It
much.
does.
Just like such a vibe.
Yeah. And she's amazing live.
Oh, I bet she is.
She sounded amazing. I was at the concert that Justin Bieber was there too.
Oh,
So like Justin Bieber was a special guest.
Huh.
So you know how everybody was like, it kind of went viral the way he was acting, I guess. I was like,
Oh.
Did.
but he was in it. He was singing. Anyway, so and that was like his performance. I think they did Snooze.
That makes sense. He was in the video.
Yeah, so they did Snooze. It was good to me.
All I
And
can
then
think
everybody lost
about
their mind.
is SZA in that interview with Issa Rae and Keke Palmer and them telling her to choose in the 3 people that she's worked with.
Rank these artists you've collaborated with from most to least talented.
What?
Kendrick Lamar, Justin Bieber, Rihanna. Who do you think is the least talented? Go.
Damn, that's crazy. What?
So if you don't want to answer, you
1, 2, 3. Who's 3?
Actually, I think they're all equally talented.
No, that's not. That's a rank question. So wow. So she ate it.
Who's 2?
All you had to do was say Justin Bieber.
And everybody in the comments was like, girl, we all know what the answer should be. Don't try to be nice about it.
oh.
And then he made a special appearance. It was good.
And that's why she wouldn't badmouth or say nothing bad.
Yep.
Yeah, she knows
Also,
the game.
again, I saw my favorite song of hers live, and that I really never thought I was going to get to see Doves in the Wind.
I have a question
And the
related
performance
to
was
Snooze.
amazing. Yes.
Did she bring out the robot that she gives the lap dance to in the video?
Dallas.
No, but
I'm
she
curious.
did. No, she didn't. Not during that song. But she
Okay, no
did have a praying mantis mechanical bull that she rode, and that was
Never mind. You know
not
what?
during
Never mind.
Snooze.
See, that's not even
During
a
the
weird question that I asked. This is weird.
It wasn't compared to the other things. There was a bug theme through her whole
That
album. It was
makes
amazing.
sense. I'm pretty sure the album cover is bug-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Lana cover. Yeah.
she wore a bug mask on Hot Ones. She likes bugs.
Yeah.
All right.
And she, yeah,
A choice.
it was so cool. Kendrick's like visuals were, I mean, he's a rapper, right? So they're not going to be as striking, you know? But hers, as soon as she came up, like the stage would go green and like there would be people in like praying mantis costumes running around, and like it was a really interesting dynamic to watch them. I mean, she's still, you know, kind of R&B, and he's got those elements in his songs too, but just like the stark difference between the two of them. And I'm glad that they each got to like have their moments, and then they would come together. So basically what they would do is like Kendrick would do his set, and then SZA would come out and do a set with Kendrick, and then she would have her set.
Nice.
So they
Okay.
they sprinkled their songs that they would do featuring each other and together as transition moments between their sets. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
I loved it. I had such a good time. Probably my favorite concert I've ever been to. Sorry, Beyonce,
Ooh,
who I've seen 3 times.
bold words.
Damn.
Lemonade was amazing though.
All right, guys. So my number 2 God, I'm sorry. This is going to be so long. My number 2, in the words of Ariana Grande, is the phenomenal, the singular Cynthia Erivo for her album I Forgive You, her performance in Jesus Christ Superstar, and for Wicked for Good. She was number 4 on my Apple Music replay. Cynthia Erivo was on my list last year at number 6 with the rest of the cast of Wicked. We all know Cynthia Erivo has a phenomenal voice. It's a generational talent even, but just because you have a great voice and you've been incredible on Broadway, it doesn't necessarily mean that like it translates to other genres of music. And I've seen that happen several times with Broadway performers that I love who will put out a pop album, but it still sounds like Broadway, and I want it to sound like a pop album. This album proves that she can do it all though. And I love this album. I love the concept of it. I love how she divided it up into like different acts basically with different themes. My favorite act is Act 2, which starts with I Want You interlude. It's like basically the R&B section of the album. I love it so hard. The first act is kind of about, I think it's about heartbreak. The second act is like about meeting somebody in that lust-filled era of being in a relationship. And then the third act is about falling in love completely. And then the fourth act is kind of about like insecurities and about putting up your walls and stuff. Not necessarily have to do with the relationship, just as a person. And I just love that she divided it up with an interlude. I'm a huge fan of her lyricism, whether it's the way that she tells a story or when she's being poetic about love and life. She can go from waxing poetic about a day and then immediately talking about watching TV with her lover in such simplicity. I have so many standout lyrics, so I'm going to run through them as fast as I can. Whether you believe it or not, I'm all in. Wish you were fallen so we could be wrapped up in the bed sheets. Next up, we're giving back rubs in the bathtub with the jet streams. Ask me how we match up. We're the best team. Matter of fact, baby, come back to bed, please. Which is her rap from Push and Pull, or part of the rap from Push and Pull, which I was like, what? Why is Cynthia spitting bars? What are we doing? I thought we were singing out here. What? I love that part of the song. The next one is If Love Was Religion, You'd Be the Bible. I'd open the scriptures and dive into you. I'd study the fables and speak of the miracles. You'd be the lesson I'm seeking to learn, which is from Holy Refrain. The next one is the books we'd read together with our ever silent smiles. The time passes by and the moon finds the sky. Nighttime can come, but it doesn't leave the light. Makes all the shadows seem soft and polite, which is from B.O.K., which is currently nominated for Best Arrangement, Instrument, or a cappella at the Grammys. Nice. And my final choice, which is actually the first lyric that really stuck out to me, one of the first verses I heard from this album, which is from her song Replay, which is, I'm the best overachiever, there's not anyone like me, and you'd think that was a good thing till you're told it's not healthy. You spend every waking hour working hard to write your will, patiently waiting for validation till you're empty and unfulfilled. Relatable.
Damn.
Love that verse. So daggone bad. I heard that for the first time and was like, I need you to not attack me out here in these streets, please. Thank you. Her lyricism is just so good. Like I said, my favorite part of the album is Act 2. And Act 2 consists of I Want You interlude, She Said, What You Want, Play the Woman, and Push and Pull. However, my standouts, outside of just choosing an act, are Replay, Holy Refrain, and I Choose Love. My standouts for Jesus Christ Superstar are The Last Supper and Gethsemane, I Only Want to Say. If you can find footage of her singing that at the Hollywood Bowl, please do. She had a standing ovation every night that basically lasted for a minute or two each time she sang it.
Wow.
And then my standouts for Wicked for Good are As Long As You're Mine, No Good Deed, and For Good.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah. You did it so fast, though. I'm proud of you.
I tried so hard. Number 1 is going to be a problem. But let's get into our number ones, shall we? Let's go for it. Dallas, who is your number 1 artist for 2025?
My number 1, just not at all surprising, is Ludwig Göransson and the cast of Sinners.
Hell yeah.
Sinners, the score and the soundtrack. I've been talking about it all year, and I won't stop. It's so good. The score is amazing. The songs, amazing. And I think the reason that I wasn't able to split these up from like score to soundtrack is because the score informs the soundtrack so much. When you're watching the movie, you hear when Wunmi Masaku is getting her back blown out. You're like, oh, that's the James Blake song. I know that song. And,
Sir.
Things of that nature.
Sir.
Everyone is so talented. Miles Caton or Caden. I've never really been sure how to say it, but he's great. James Blake.
That nigga's
Haley
spitting.
Steinfeld, what's up?
Miles spitting. Like, that nigga.
Miles, it's so talented. And, this kind of counts. Saw him live at a
Yeah.
black movie soundtrack
Yo,
thing.
really?
It's
We
the
sure
Hollywood Bowl.
did.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
Fire.
bonus points.
We got
He
to
was
see him
great.
do "I Lied to You" live
What? That's awesome.
And he's amazing.
with Tom
Yeah.
Morello, actually.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's an interesting pairing.
That boy good. But yeah, Miles, James Blake, Haley Steinfeld, Jack O'Connell, Lola Kirk, Peter Dreams, Jamie Lawson, Buddy Guy, Alice Smith, Rod Wave. So many people, so many talented people come together and make one of my favorite movie soundtracks ever, but all very, very tied to Ludwig Göransson, obviously, who always makes one of my favorite scores whenever he's in the booth. He's so good.
Facts.
In Moonlight is a song with Jerry Cantrell, the dude from Alice in Chains. Which, what a random assortment of people you have on this track list.
Right?
But like that song has that like moody, scary, dark vibe that we hear in the movie. That doom, 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 like that scariness. And it all works so well. Last time I seen the sun, I
Mm.
have put in countless hours in my shower belting that song, singing both parts to the best of my ability.
Damn.
And then we get Sinners by Rod Wave.
My favorite song on the soundtrack, probably, outside of Haley Steinfeld's.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you could put this on the radio inspired by the movie type song, and it just covers everything. We get 2 versions of Pale Pale Moon. Shout out Jamie Lawson. Shout out Brittany Howard, who wrote the song and recorded it. A lot of people think that's like an old song, like Pick Poor Robin Clean. But no, it was made for the movie. It was just recorded
Oh.
by someone else, and then Jamie Lawson made another version for it.
Okay.
It's all fantastic. I Lied to You is one of my favorite songs, period, full stop there.
Got it.
And I will never stop listening to it. And this is the reason why my YouTube music recap was so Irish, because Rocky Road to Dublin and Will You Go Lassie Go were both in my top 5. I'm probably, instead of saying let's get this bread, I'm gonna start saying we're off to reap the corn.
Stop. Stop
Dallas
it.
about to be like Iowa Debris and be like, I'm Irish.
I am Irish. Shout out to the people. Shout out Dublin. Shout out the gang. I'm about to start river dancing.
Speaking of sinners, shout out to my cousin Thomas, who actually plays guitar for this movie.
Bro.
Yeah.
What?
So shout out
He-
Thomas. Add Thomas to the list of everybody I just shouted out.
Hell yeah.
It took me till my 3rd viewing to actually catch his name in the credits, and the first time, and I
Oh.
was like, I caught it and was like, wait, I didn't know that he worked on this. But yeah, he plays bass for Gambino, which means that he knows Ludwig Göransson.
That's
If
crazy.
you go to Jamie Lawson's Instagram and check her out rehearsing for the movie, singing Pale Pale Moon, my cousin Thomas is playing guitar.
Nice.
Dude, we're only like 2 degrees of separation from Ludwig Göransson.
I've met him.
We're basically
That's
best friends with Ludwig
crazy.
and Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, we're basically best friends with him.
I told Ludwig that he was going to win the Oscar for
Yes!
Black Panther.
Yes, I remember, and you were right.
Before he was
I love that you were
nominated.
right.
I remember that at the Gambino show.
I remember. He was so nice about it. He was like, okay. And you were like,
Yeah, he
no,
was,
like, get
yeah.
that speech ready.
He was very humble about it.
hmm
Gabby, who is your number 1?
So this person has been my most listened to for 2 years running.
Oh.
I don't even know if I don't remember my list from last year. I'm so sorry. So I don't even know if she was on the list last year. But this year, I was like, well, I have to put her as my number 1. I listened to her the most. So Carol G. She
Nice.
put out an album this year. Thank you. She put out an album this year called Tropico Queta. And my favorite songs on it were Latina Forever, Un Gatito Me Llamó, and Si Antes Te Hubiera Conocido. Un Gatito Me Llamó means a kitten called me. Si Antes Te Hubiera Conocido means if I'd met you first. And they're all a little bit different. Un Gatito Me Llamó is just kind of like a cutesy song, kind of, you know, and it kind of repeats the phrase Un Gatito Me Llamó. And then Si Antes Te Hubiera Conocido is like a merengue song, like kind of salsa merengue-y. And then Latina Forever is straight up just reggaeton.
Okay.
So I like her. She gives you a bunch of different kind of vibes. She'll even throw in like a banda style song in her albums sometimes. So you get a lot of versatility. I know she's like known more for being a reggaeton star, but she does put a lot of variety in her album. So you get ballads, you get salsa, you get merengue, but you also get, you know, reggaeton. And you get cutesy stuff like Un Gatito Me Llamó. So
Nice.
yes, that's who my number 1 was. Because apparently I listened to her a lot. Didn't realize it.
Cassie, who is your number 1?
My number 1 is All Time Low because they've put out 10 albums and they've never put out an album I didn't love. So here we fucking are.
Wow.
I'm telling you, every album, bangers. Also, shout out to this album for featuring JoJo on a song, which I was blindsided by. Like, all right, girl, did not expect to see you here, but you know what? I'm glad you came.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the album's called Everyone's Talking, and it's an all-time low album. It's, sort of pop punk. It slap. It's got a song called Vegas Nerve. I think Viva Las Vegas Nerve, which I deeply love that wordplay. It makes me very happy. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, I don't really know what to say about it because, like, All Time Low comes out with an album. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to love it. I was probably going to be number one on my list, and that is exactly what happened.
Hell yeah.
I know the feeling.
Like how self-aware you are.
Mhm.
Speaking of knowing that they're going to be the number one on your list, knew it from the moment she announced the album. My number one is obviously Renee Rapp for her album Bite Me, as well as the Bite Me tour and the secret show that I saw her at over the summer before the album came out. So obviously she would have been my number one, even if it had just been the album, even if I had just seen her live twice. But because both of these things happened in a year, honestly, going to see her live twice this year is up there with me having gone to Japan this year. Like, those are some of the best things that I got to do. She was number 7 on my list last year, along with the cast of Mean Girls, and I think she was like number 2 on my list the year before that. Deep breaths. I'm going to try and read this as quickly as possible because my notes are insane. So this year, Renee Rapp was my number 1 on my Apple Music replay, and she also holds half the spots on my top 10 played songs of the year. General thoughts, I think that Renee has just this pure angelic voice. I love her tone, and I'm always impressed with how trained her voice is, as well as her capabilities with it and the character that she can create with it. As I said with Cynthia, just because you have a great voice and you've been incredible on Broadway and film, it doesn't necessarily translate to other genres of music. But Renee understands how to perfectly use her voice for pop. So for instance, she knows that for a song like Leave Me Alone, it's supposed to be a punchy pop track. She doesn't have to go all crazy with her vocals, but she can show off her vocal capabilities in songs like That's So Funny or in I Think I Like You Better When You're Gone. There are multiple songs on this album that randomly get stuck in my head on any given day. And it's not just the songs that I consider my favorite songs. Like, it could literally just be any random track on this album and it might just get stuck in my head. And this is an album that I feel builds on quality the further that you listen to it. For the last year and a half, I've basically been begging for Renee to release some live tracks because I love the way that she sounds live. And she finally did it. She released a version of the album. I've bought legitimately like 3 or 4 versions of this album. I'm not going to hold you. She released a version of the album that also includes 5 live tracks from the secret show that I went to over the summer. So if you listen to the audience shouting, I'm somewhere in there. And also she released live tracks for Amazon Music Songline, which I recently downloaded because it meant that I could have a version of her singing in the kitchen live, which is my favorite time whenever she sings in the kitchen. But things about the Bite Me album, things that I love. R&B Renee Rapp on I Think I Like You Better When You're Gone. We apparently have Travis Barker playing the drums on You'd Like That, Wouldn't You, according to the credits. Ooh. Toa Bird is apparently playing guitar on Shy, and she appears on At Least I'm Hot. I love the sound of Good Girl. With its 80s synth pop sound. It's the white girl dance song, as Renee calls it.
Nice.
And I've talked about it before. Her songwriting makes me feel, oh, you get me. Legitimately like you understand, especially with a song like That's So Funny, which is an experience that I've actually gone through in recent years. I'm personally a fan of how she tells stories in music and the way that she arranges her lyrics to tell them and the details that she decides to give, as well as the emotionality that she presents. Also, the way that she sprinkles her personality onto a track. So, for instance, the way that she screams, I was in Good Girl towards the end of the song, basically having a cheerleader cheer as the bridge for Shy and then ending it with, okay, now take off all your clothes. So fun. The call and response on At Least I'm Hot with her girlfriend Toa Bird, where Toa comes in and goes, how you doing, Nay? And Renee goes, I've been doing real bad. And Toa goes, damn, but you look so fit. And Renee goes, well, I can guarantee that. Just so fitting for who Renee is. And then also her little laugh and imagine on You'd Like That, Wouldn't You? My standout lyrics are, I trip right into you when you pretend it's accidental from Good Girl, because I like the image that it presents and what it says about the relationship at hand. The next lyrics I want to bring up are from her song Kiss It, Kiss It. The lyrics are, I think we almost made a baby. I mean, we can't, but we came so close. There's places we went that I'll keep to myself, and you got to know me a little too well, but she'll never be someone I wish that I didn't know. But she'll never be you, but she keeps me on course, and I'm not supposed to wonder if I should be yours. From I Can't Have You Around Me Anymore. I'm a little blessed and a little stressed and a hot mess. I kind of want to crash my car. Oh, life's a bitch. Well, so am I. From At Least I'm Hot. Because relatable. I think I like you better when you're across the fucking country, 3,000 miles away, 3 time zones from my face. I love the rule of 3 on that song. It's so good. Also, again, R&B Renee, I need more of it. Please, 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 please. You loaded the chamber with secrets only you knew, dressed up my anger and tailored it to suit you, which is the opening of That's So Funny. If you're looking for closure, you got a better shot with God than me, also from Not So Funny. And took my love, twisted it to a fuck you from That's So Funny. And then my final standout lyric is, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? I bet you probably touch yourself at night thinking I'm thinking of you. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? If I could never love somebody new, because no one tastes quite like you do, which is from You'd Like That, Wouldn't You? Which leads me to my standout songs on this album, which are Shy, I Think I Like You Better When You're Gone, and You'd Like That, Wouldn't You? Also, she released a song for the latest Now You See Me movie, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It's called Lucky. It plays in the credits. So awesome. Lucky's a great song. Also, standout things that happened this year. I got to see her LA Secret show that she did over the summer, which was really, really cool. I got to be like within 10 feet of her or something like that.
I know. I was so happy for you.
It was insane. I was like, she's so close. And then, but also I got to see her actually on tour for her Bite Me tour, which I saw her live at the Kia Forum, which seeing her live, like, I will honestly say felt euphoric. That's like the only way I can describe it. I've always loved seeing videos of her live because it's never just her who's wonderful. Her band is always insanely talented, and her live music is usually better than the track. The Leave Me Alone live arrangement is incredible. I didn't know I could love Good Girl more until I experienced the ending music/dance breakdown that she has in concert. The new musical arrangement on Snow Angel is the best live performance of the song, which is insane to me, because her performance of it on SNL has been her best performance of it, in my opinion, since 2024, and possibly one of the best technical performances ever on SNL. Toa Bird also appeared at the concert that I was at for her part on At Least I'm Hot, and Renee also had Leon Thomas come out and guest appear and sing Mutt with her, which was fire.
Nice.
But also, yeah, I was talking about how dope her band is. They're all so, so good. So I want to shout them out. Josh Foster on drums, Josh Porter and Ari O'Neill on guitar. My dad apparently knows Ari, which is crazy. Tim Ramsey on bass and Terrence Vaughn on the keys and also as the music director. Seriously, all of them kill it live on stage. If you get a chance to watch like any of her live concert stuff, her band is so, so, so good, which only elevates her as an artist. That's my number one. Legitimately been wondering lately if she is my all-time favorite artist, and she might be. She's fighting with Christina Aguilera right now because I have so much love and like I hold such a deep place in my heart for Christina Aguilera. But Renee Rapp just gets me on a level that no other artist has.
To me.
Yeah, what's up?
Quick question about that, and about how her songwriting is like, oh, you get me. Does that apply to Shy? Just a yes or no is all I need.
It's probably a yes.
Yes, I love that for you.
Either that or I'm on the other side of that. But yeah, that's her album, Bite Me. Bite Me is incredible. Renee Rapp, my number one, possibly of all time. I'm currently wearing a tour shirt. I'm currently wearing a tour jacket.
Girl.
I'm worried about you.
That's it. That's our top 10 favorite music artists of this year. I'm so glad that I made it through all that because my notes were insane.
We made it.
Woo.
Made it.
Congrats to everybody who made it, especially the audience for listening, because we're here for y'all and mostly each other.
Yay.
We're here to talk to each other. Thank you, audience. Thank you, Crown Digital, Brandon and Aya, for putting us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Demi, thank you for editing, putting us on YouTube. Thank you and Cassie for repping for the lesbians, even though neither of you are lesbians.
That we know of.
That we know what?
Y'all can sort that out. Anyway, thank you to Gabby for representing for the people who like to see thick women shake ass in music videos.
Woo.
You are
Love you guys. Shout out for you
You
guys.
stick to your demographic, and we love that for you.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
As always, you can reach us in the comments or hit us on Instagram and Tumblr at Creative Differences Podcast, Facebook.com/Creative Differences PC, or TikTok at Creative Differences Pod. If you want to talk to me about the Sinner soundtrack, because I will never stop talking about it, and why would I? Find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at a king named Symbol.
Hi, I'm Gabby. You can find me on the Instagrams at Stegosoria.
Talk to me about like if you were gonna make your lemonade, your West End girl, who would it be about, and what did they do to you? You can find me on Blue Sky at Sassy Soothsayer.
Mine would be like an album of That's So Funny. and
No.
Poison
You have
Poison,
to
'cause
make
they're
your
both about
own
the same.
album, girl. I want your
Well, I'm saying it would be an
personal
album of
details.
those. The
Okay.
songs would be like that.
Okay.
Y'all know who I would.
The-
The four of you know
That's
my
so funny.
answer.
And Poison Poison are very specific types of songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys want to talk to me about Renee Rapp, please go find my Mean Girls 2024 review and just comment under that on my Letterboxd at Demi Joie. Joie is spelled Joie. Thanks again for joining us. Tune in tomorrow. We will be closing out this series and we will be talking about our most anticipated movies of 2026. So no longer looking to the past, but looking forward to the future of this year.
Yep, we're almost done. And you're almost done with us. Love y'all.
No.
It's been different. Bye.
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 No, you're not almost done with us.
Right,
You're
like,
almost
damn.
done with us.
Damn, nigga.
Okay, bye.
Wait, I'm
Okay,
taking
question
this
for
one,
Demi.
actually.
Remember this. Oh, you got one.
Demi, would you say, if pressed, that Renee Rapp is your favorite snow bunny?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. And I love that that wasn't far from
I figured.
my question for Demi.
Emotional support lesbian, my favorite.
Love that for you.
Cassie, we are vibing. We're on the same page.
Yeah.